Indie Mogul.
Welcome to BFX, the show where we show you how to make Hollywood special effects for cheap. I'm Zack Finfrock, and on today's episode, we're going to show you how to make night vision goggles. Night vision goggles are a great addition to any sci-fi or action movie. They give a high-tech quality to the scene, allowing your characters to see in the dark. Plus, in my personal opinion, they're just pretty cool. On today's episode, we're going to show you how to make your own night vision goggles for way cheaper than if you were to try to buy a pair to use for your film. I mean, why would you buy it? You're watching Backyard Effects, that means you want to make your own, so I don't even know why I said that. Our night vision goggles are going to come complete with the straps over the heads, and a cool glowing colored effect for the lenses. But keep in mind that real night vision goggles don't actually glow, so if you're going for an ultra realistic look, you don't have to do that part. This build, just like all the others, is gonna cost some money. So let's take a look at the wheel to see how much money we have to spend. Hey, Puppet Zack, are you in here?
Yeah, I can't see you! Where are you?
I can't see you either. Can you spin the wheel?
What? Yeah, it's a little dark. Let me see if Ah!
Oh! Are you okay?
It's dark! I'm scared!
Okay, I know it's dark. Just spin the wheel.
I would if you turn on a light!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thanks!
If I can get to them.
Oh, tripod! Ah, that's better.
Two LED tap lights, biking head strap light. We're going to use this just for the strap itself, not the light part. A car notepad. We're using this just for the top hinge. Cheap swimming goggles. Razor pens. Toy binoculars. Hot glue. Scissors. An LED flashlight. Our trusty Dremel tool. Black spray paint. And random detailed pieces.
This build's difficulty level is 4.
Simple time lapse. Woo!
First is the car notepad hinge. Cut off the note part and sand to smoothness. Next, take off the strap from the swimming goggles. Cut and shape the large part of the toy binoculars so they fit flat on the front of the goggles. Mark on the inside of the goggles where the center of the binoculars are. We're going to use the tap lights for the binoculars, so we need to cut a hole so you can turn them on and off. Then you want to roll up some paper and wrap them around the tap lights. They'll stay pretty snug within the binoculars with nothing more than just this. Now you want to trim the rubber on the goggles for the note hinge. But before we glue it onto the goggles, we want to attach it to the biking light strap. Just remove the light itself and cut it smooth to where you're going to glue. I had to trim the goggles a little more for the hinge to work. Keep this in mind before you glue. Next, I got some lighting gels for the colors of the lights. Just like with the flying droid build, you can use magic markers on the binocular lenses themselves for the same effect. Then, I glue the binoculars to the goggles. I used an old black plastic tube for the top light. PVC pipe will work all the same. Using the same technique as the tap light, I fit the large LED light in the tube, then glued the tube onto the goggles. Now you want to add all the small details that make the goggles look more like night vision goggles and less like toy binoculars glued to swimming goggles. A couple knobs here and a few wires there, and you're done. As for the paint, I just did a few coats of flat black. Turns out the paint doesn't stick to the rubber of the swimming goggles, so keep this in mind and tape that part off before painting. Trust me. And look at that, night vision goggles for cheap.
And it's done. There are a few things you have to remember when filming a scene with night vision goggles. The first is that when you do a POV shot of the goggles, make sure what you're shooting is well lit, because with the power of editing, it looks like night vision. The second thing is that when you have an actor wearing one of these, make sure that you're not having them run around or anything like that, because they can't see a thing wearing them. So if you expect them to run in not only a really dark scene, but wearing these, they're gonna trip and not look as cool as you want them to. So the best is maybe a peek around a corner or over a ledge wearing the night vision goggles. You'll see great examples of both in our test film.
Who are you?
Was? Einen Turing-Sensei.
For crimes against the state, you have been selected by your respective governments to be test subjects for Project Human. You have been supplied with weapons, water, and night vision eyewear. Keep in mind that cooperation is imperative. Your opponent is designed to win. Good luck.
Good luck.
Now these night vision goggles, although sleek, very black, very, greenish yellow colors, the same basic effect for goggles can be applied on a different style. Where these look ultra realistic and, military, these are almost cartoony and comic booky. The same thing can be done with like Ghostbuster goggles or steampunk style stuff. It's definitely not a one-trick pony. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Thanks for watching this week's episode of Backyard Effects. Let me know what you think about these goggles and the show in the comments below. And join us next week with an even cooler episode of action-packedness. I've been given the green light to start posting preview pictures of future build episodes before the episode comes out. So keep an eye on my Twitter for sneak peeks on future builds.